name is Sarah Pittner. I'm at 2489 Falcon Street in White City. And I would like to take a moment to thank you, members of the board, for your time here, as I suspect some of you will not be returning after the election. Because of the time you have spent here, I have learned that not everyone involved in our schools has the kids' best interest in mind. My eyes are now wide open. It would not be proper for me to not recognize some specific things I have learned from you, so here goes. Mr. Dole, I'd like to thank you for showing me that it truly does matter who you know. The fact that you probably influenced the decision to dismiss teachers and coaches and now want to sit on the committee to replace those people tells me that befriending you can ensure me a job even if there isn't one available at the moment. Also, the fact that you and Mr. Hodges wanted the field replacement happen and he is now running for the school board and happens to be your friend proves that being your friend can also get me what I want in District 9. Mr. Grissom, I'd like to thank you especially for teaching me that if someone dies, their legacy no longer matters. I've heard you mention in the past that Robert's rules shouldn't matter since he's probably dead anyway. So now I can rest easy knowing that since our forefathers are dead, maybe the Constitution doesn't matter anyway either. To all of you, I'd like to thank you for teaching me that despite the fact that you're sitting on a public board, your actions do not have to be public. I have learned that you can have a $20,000 transfer fund one year and over $1 million the next, and not have to answer to anyone as to why. Now I know that you can take $1 million from an emergency contingency fund and not tell the taxpayers exactly what you're using it for. I now know that the football team is more important than the track team, and I've learned that a pretty new football field is worth more than having a functional track for our team to practice on. I learned that you can tell people that the boosters are paying for all costs associated with the new field, and then maybe dip into the tax dollars to repair the damage to the track during the field replacement to cover your ass. I've learned that if I screw up, I can just blame someone else for it. For instance, if I do not take a report of inappropriate text between a coach and a student seriously, I can just blame the teacher who reported it and then dismiss her to cover my ass again. Who cares if the delay between the report and my actions put that student and other students at serious risk for 4 days? I've learned that closing schools and reducing high school class periods is a good way to show our kids they matter. I mean, really, why would we use school funding to fund schools? Finally, I've learned that it is better to use tax money for whatever I want. This is especially helpful with my taxes coming due. Maybe instead of sending them to the state, I would use them for a trip to Chicago or Boston as you have done with the administrators. I am only one person, so the $1,200 I owe the state should cover me for a round-trip vacation. Maybe you guys can let me know.